You clicked for trouble at steakhouses, you're in the right place. The problem isn't just higher prices, it's the quiet swap from hospitality to throughput, thinner cuts, butter brushed even when you ask for none, and bread that only appears if you know to ask.
I don't like how thin the steak is. It's very, very thin.
It was cooked perfectly, but the burnt on the outside made it impossible to taste the meat. I cannot finish my steak because all of the char.
Today we expose 13 chains where seniors notice the drift first, smaller portions, louder rooms, and loyalty hoops that hide the real cost. Keep watching to learn the telltale signs, on the plate, on the check, and in the service rhythm, so you don't pay steakhouse prices for a fast casual experience. Quick favor before we move on. If you appreciate this content, consider giving this video a like and subscribing to the channel. Believe it or not, more than 92% of viewers haven't subscribed yet. It's free and only takes a second, but it means the world to us. So did you subscribe already? Great, thank you so much for your support. Now back to the video.
I was unable to eat the food on how badly it was cooked. 1 star. And on top of it all, a burnt blooming onion. Oh, that's bad. That's their signature dish.
First of all, the steak has a little bit of seasoning on top, and that's slightly spicy. It takes away the beefy flavor. I'm not a huge fan of that seasoning at all.
If your steakhouse still looks the same but leaves you hungry and rushed, here's the gap no one explains. The room did not change, your value did. The booths, the wood, the neon steer, unchanged. What shifted is what lands on your plate, how long you can sit, and how much control you have over the cook. Let's start with the drift. A wave of chains lean on nostalgia while trimming portions, slowing bread service, and speeding table turns. The menu still sings about tradition, but the pace says, eat and move. You get the birthday vibe at the door and the airport vibe at the table. The copy says, hand cut and made from scratch, but talk to former staff and a different picture shows up, pre-portioned steaks, pre-marinated meat, and scripted lines that nudge you away from special requests.
The ribeye cut had plenty of disgusting uncooked fat.
I don't like the seasoning. They definitely try to mask the flavor of the steak. The only thing that stand out from Outback was that it did not take me an hour to chew. It is unevenly cooked. It has a terrible crust.
When service is a script, your order is a slot, not a conversation. You feel it in small hits. Bread baskets that arrive only if you ask, and sometimes only after your entree. Steaks finished with butter even after a no butter request. Sides plated tall to look fuller, like stacking coins to hide a lighter jar. It photographs big. It eats small. Standardization is sold as consistency. In practice, it often means thinner cuts, fixed seasonings, and less room for custom cooking, the kind older diners relied on to get a gentler salt or a true medium.
Most importantly, let's see if it's medium rare right now. All right, time of the truth. Medium rare. Steak is slightly tough.
But as you can see from my picture, the steak was burnt. Not only could you taste a burned piece of steak, but the seasoning was terrible.
So I will call that a medium, everybody. And it happens because the steak is thin. It's a little bit too thin.
The real kicker, the kitchen gains speed, you lose options. Now the room turns loud and high energy, music up, servers moving fast. You strain to read the menu, place a quiet order, or negotiate a swap. Early dine deals exist, but they hide behind apps, codes, and time windows that shut right when you sit. Cost control drives the line, reduced marbling, vacuum-sealed sides, faster cook times.
The steak has arrived, everybody. I mean, I gotta say a few things about this steak.
My medium well steak came to me burnt on the outside.
Predictable output, less flavor, less flexibility. You can spot it in 10 seconds, on the plate, on the ticket, and in the pacing of the staff. So, 3 fast checks before you order. Ask if bread is automatic, confirm no seasoning/no butter, is honored on the grill, and scan sides for real vegetables, not just carbs. If 2 of those fail, you're paying steakhouse prices for fast casual delivery. Now let us talk about the raw edge, why underdone or uneven meat shows up more when efficiency runs the kitchen. Ever cut into a pricey steak and hit a cold, raw center? That is not chef's artistry, it is a throughput symptom.
It's this tool right here. It is a tenderizer. So what is happening is the butcher is expelling needles into the cut to make it more tender. If you look closely, you can see little puncture wounds all over the eye of the pork chop.
Yeah, there's little holes, right? They're everywhere.
Exactly. And if you think about puncturing holes all on it, you're releasing more of those juices and the meat's gonna spoil fast.
When the kitchen runs like an assembly line, the grill becomes a timer, not a craft. The outside looks right. The inside tells the truth. Let's start with the cut. Thinner, leaner, and uniform pieces fly across a hot grate fast. They sear quick, color fast, and line up well for batch cooking. But that sameness makes them easy to miss by a minute. When the line is cranking, a minute is a mile. Now the pressure. Managers chase playtime targets. Line cooks juggle pre-marinated steaks that already carry salt and oil, then finish with butter. Your no salt, no butter, medium rides the ticket, but the board moves, and the nuance drops.
First thing that caught my eyes is the grill marks, and of course the sad gray color that comes between them.
Ended up weighing the steak as a joke and found out it was 3.4 ounces. This is absolutely ridiculous.
This is a terrible way to sear a steak. And on top of that, look how thin the steak is.
The steak moves with it. Friday night tells the story. The board is full. Grill times get shaved to keep pace. They bank on carryover heat to finish the center as it rests. It lands at your table with a glossy crust and crosshatch marks. You cut. The middle lags behind, cool and raw. Standardization narrows the cook window and raises misses.
It's very chewy. If it's choice grade, it's a very low choice grade steak. Second, it's not medium rare, it's medium. Third, it is not tender at all, everybody. And since it's medium, it's dry.
Loud rooms and scripted service make miscommunication more likely. Sodium climbs when pre-seasoning and finishing oils are baked into the process. You pay for a steak, you get a salt bomb with homework. Sides will not save you like they used to. Salad bars shrink. Sides skew to starch, pre-cooked, and held. If the steak misses, you are left with filler and a wait. No second act, just a bill.
I'm so disappointed. This place is filthy. A cucaracha, oh my god. That's bad. Oh my god.
Former staff reports tie those raw centers to pre-portioned, low marble cuts that cook faster outside than in. Time pressure compounds the error. Thin steak, hot grate, short clock. That is the triangle. You want signals up front to dodge the underdone trap and the upcharge dance that follows. Ask for a thicker cut if they have it. Say, no pre-seasoning, no butter, and confirm the note. Cut into it at once and send it back once, firmly. If they resist, ask for a manager or a different cut. You protect your wallet and your sodium. You know the playbook now. Watch the bread, the butter, the sides, and the pace. Time to rap with how to vote with your feet without giving up steak night. Nostalgia is the bait, throughput is the switch. Use the small tests to find real value. Ask about bread policy, confirm customization on the grill, and scan the sides for real vegetables. If two fail, you know the score. If this gave you something to chew on, hit like and subscribe, and drop your last good or bad steakhouse run in the comments so we can map the honest kitchens. Your notes help other diners dodge the trap.
Disappointed about the potato, to be honest with you. But I'm more disappointed about the steak. Even though it looked phenomenal, it's lacking a little bit of seasoning. It's not seasoned very well because all I can taste is a plain potato, some sour cream, cheese, bacon, and the green onions.
Next, we will show the few chains still doing real scratch prep, and the exact words that unlock a better plate. The difference starts with how you order.